Hey guys, welcome back to NIKHSTUDIOS. This is another Scratch tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make how to raycast in Scratch. So yeah, the Among Us skeleton map, and we have a little player here. It's super tiny, but he actually don't even want to make the player shown. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to show the player. So he's at 0 0. Map is at 0 0. Make sure this all of these are at 0 0 because okay, we'll set it to 0 0. Okay, so even more. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Um, Select all. Just set the center. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good enough. So yeah, in this we want to just put one flag click go to X and Y 0 0. Sprite one, we're just gonna do the code now. So we will start coding the player. So we will start coding the player. We'll grab a when flag click forever. This is like basic movement. I really don't wanna show the coding process, so yeah, we'll skip that. So this is the basic movement. One flag click forever if key up arrow press, move 3 steps. If key down arrow press, move negative 3 steps. If key right arrow press, turn 8 degrees to the right. If key left arrow press, turn 8 degrees to the left. So also we want to broadcast a message every time we're moving. So actually, like, what do we are actually going to create a new sprite. I'm just gonna duplicate the player, delete that, and make that a red color just so that it is kind of distinguishable among the others. And I'll make that a smaller one. Also, we can delete the scripts here. And what do we want this one to do? So this is like a distance finder. So what do I really want this to do? If I can just get paint. So first thing you might want to ask, why am I in paint? Because I want to explain you something. And I want to show you how the distance sensor works. So let's just, yeah, this is our player. And this is a wall. Okay, no, I am very bad. But yeah, and so the distance sensor will keep going away from the player, so it will keep shooting lines like this going in different directions until it hits a wall where it will stop and it will scan more places, coming back to the player and going out and coming back and going out and coming back. And yeah, so yeah, so this distance sensor will go like this, then like this, and like this. So it will map out the level in 2D for us to draw in 3D later. So that's how this works. Thank you. So as I showed in the paint, we want the distance finder to find the distance from the player and a wall. So, and we wanted to calculate the distance and send it to another sprite to draw it in 3D, to draw this face in 3D. So, um, what I did is we have to broadcast sense. I just broadcast with a message called sense. You can broadcast whatever message you want, but you want to broadcast a message right after you do any movement. For example, if I move 3 steps by pressing up arrow, it's broadcast sense. If If I press down arrow, move -3 steps, broadcast sense. If I click right arrow, um, turns 8 degrees to the right, broadcast sense. If I click left arrow, turns 8 degrees to the left, broadcast sense. So we want it to broadcast sense whenever we move, like every single 3 pixels or turn every 8 pixels. So we are in the distance finder sprite, and we have to create a list called all distances. It's a global list, not for this sprite only, for all sprites. Angle, a variable. We have to create a variable called angle for all sprites, and we have to create a variable called distance for all sprites. And when I receive sense, which we broadcasted here, we want to delete all distances. We are going to set distance to 0 because nothing happens. Set angle to -50. And we're going to repeat 100 times because we want to get 100 steps. But by the way, the angle thing, what why is the angle variable? If I can just pull up paint again. So where's paint? So what we want this distance finder to do is first set the distance to 0 here, and we want it to go to player. Oops, not to random position, sorry. Went there, go to sprite 1, which is a player, and I'm also going to rename this player. I'm going to rename this sensor. Okay, go to player and point in direction. We'll get a plus, and we'll get the backdrop stage block from here. So point in direction. First we'll choose player here, and direction of player plus the current angle. And we now want to repeat until, and first we get an or. We want to repeat until it's either touching the maze or the distance from the distance finder to the player is greater than 100. So greater than, so if the distance is greater than, let's say 100, we are going to change the distance by 1, and before that we want to move 1 step and change distance by 1. So after this is finished, we want to add this data into the all distances list. So we want to add distance to all distances, and then change the angle by 1. So like if we don't change the angle by 1, we have first got like the forward to backward view. Now we want the 360-degree view. So we'll put the change angle by 1 here. So yeah, now if we go full screen, we'll go full screen for the big moment, and if we move, as you can see, the data is changing depending on where we move. And okay, so yeah, and yeah, as you can see, every time that we move, Okay, yeah. So as you can see, the data is changing as we wanted. And just to show you guys what is happening over here, I just put this pen extension and I'm gonna put a pen down here. So now you can kind of see what's happening. If I like move, see, it's creating this sort of like triangle. So I'll wait a little bit, and every time I move, like right here, for example, yeah. So it slowly creates that thing. Let me change the direction. So we'll wait a little bit. Okay, just to see that thing go till here. So I don't want to make you wait that much. I'll show you when it just comes. Okay. So you just wait a little bit more and it's gonna come there, hopefully. So as you can see, it also like creates this kind of triangle, I should say. So that is the angle. Yeah. Hopefully reach the place before 100 strikes in. Okay, no, it can't. Okay, yeah. So now it creates this kind of triangle thing. So I just wait a little bit. Just make it. Just see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now this will keep going like because there's a space here. This thing will keep going. Just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. See? Okay, so let me take out the pen down and then we'll erase all. Put that back in there. Stop it and we'll erase all. So yeah, that is the distance finder. Why does it keep drawing? Why does it keep drawing? It said erase all. Yeah, we'll erase all here. Why does it keep drawing? Okay. So I literally don't know why this thing keeps drawing. I'm gonna keep clicking erase all. I don't know why it draws. Okay, that we ran into a problem. So yeah, I think I might have to like put all of these in my backpack. Open backpack and put that, and put that. Okay, I'll save this project, which has some sort of weird glitch. I'll go into a new project, and then I'll drag these. This sprite, this sprite, and this sprite. So now, okay, also we don't want this guy. So I'll also close the backpack. We'll go full screen. Hopefully this doesn't draw. Phew, it doesn't draw. Okay, because that pen extension just ruined everything. So yeah, sorry for that little bit of a delay. Yeah, we'll move on to the next step. One thing that you might have noticed previously is that the process is kind of super slow. So what I did was I totally forgot to film this part, so Yeah, it's a big issue. I'm just going to show you the code. I go into the sensor. I have this custom block called sense. So when I receive sense, I made the custom block called sense, and in the define, I put all the scripts. And also, just to make it clear, click this run without screen refresh. That is the only reason we are making a new custom block, to click this run without screen refresh. So make sure that this box is ticked and then click OK. So yeah, now if you see, the process is the fastest as it can be, as you can see right here. Also, in the player I put a one flag click go to 00, maze one flag click go to 00, sensor nothing because it's a sensor. Okay, yeah, let it be there. I'm just gonna stop it, then restart it, and then again stop it. Okay, yeah. So next step is, obviously the next thing we want to do is draw it. So if I can just pull up paint again, I want to show you how we do it. So I want to show you how this will draw the maze. So this is our player. Again, I am very bad at this, and this is the sensor. So let's just say it's collided with a wall. Just say this wall is like this. So the sensor has this, and it will pass on the data to the renderer, where the renderer will draw lines to depict the wall for the player, like this. So we'll just say this is a room, and then the player turns this way. So now the sensor is here. It will send the message to the renderer, which will again draw walls like this. So this is basically how it will work. We're going to use paint. We're gonna use the pen tool to do this. So yeah, thank you. So I did a few things which I literally forgot to record. So I created a sprite called renderer, which has no costume, and I created a block called render, and you have to click run without screen refresh. So yeah, and in the sensor, right after when I receive sense, broadcast draw. Also in the renderer, when I receive draw, we're going to render. So we're going to put the code under here, and then we're going to use pen for drawing this. So let me just get the pen extension, and we'll start coding. And I don't know why I forget to record all the time, is when I receive draw, render, all the stuff, and I just added this bit of code here. So go to x minus 238 and y0, set pen color to whatever color you want, set pen size to 5, erase all pen up, and then I created a new variable called counter, and this is for all sprites just like all the other variables. Also, I don't want my variable, I can delete that. So angle, counter, and distance, all of these are global variables, which means for all sprites, and we're going to set counter to 1. So the next step is to get a repeat. So we'll repeat 100 times because we have 100 items in our all distances, by the way, which I will hide, and I'll also hide the counter. So repeat 100 times. What are we going to repeat? Well, we are first going to set the y. We get divided by. So y minus 1500 divided by the item counter of all distances, and then we'll put the pen down. So we'll put the pen down, and then we want it to travel all the way up. So yeah, we want to travel all the way up, which means I'll put that there, and we make it travel all the way up by changing that to a positive number, and then we'll pen up, and then we want to change the x, so we're moving like to the left, sorry, to the right, sorry, not to the left, to the right. So pen up, and then change x, change the x by 5, and also change the counter by 1. Change the counter by 1. So that should hopefully be it. We'll test it out. The final moment of truth has come. We will test it out. I'll go full screen for this big moment. And it works amazingly. Wow, okay, I am actually impressed with my own skills. I usually don't be like that, but man, it actually works really well. I literally don't know where I'm going. Okay, we're in here, we're entering here, and we're out of the map. We'll go back in. Go in that one. Okay, I think we are going in the med bay. Okay. Yeah, this is med bay. Okay, yeah, good. So that actually works, and I'm super happy with it. And I'm also happy that you learned how to make an amazing 3D maze. Amazing looking 3D maze. You can get stuck up in this because, yeah, it's very hard to. This is not a maze, this is beyond maze because it's that hard. Oops. Yeah, so all of it works very fluently. And also, you might be asking, well, everything works. What is this thing doing in the middle? So you can get rid of it by setting the ghost effect to like 100. So in the sensor, set ghost effect to 100 when flagging. Set ghost effect to 100. I taught you about this ghost effect in my Scratch Basics video, so you might know that. And same for the player. Set set the ghost effect to 100, 100, and for the maze, another one flag. Set ghost effect to 100. So now that thing's gone, and then you can happily roam around in your maze. So good, yeah, that actually works really well. So I'll stop the game and restart the game. Okay. Yeah, that actually works really well. And I'm surprised that I made this game because none of my games work. So yeah, you can have fun with this. You can play with your own game. You can have fun with your own game. Yeah. So that's how to create a working 3D maze. Yeah. I'm happy that I did it, and I'm also happy that you learned how to make it. So yeah, that is the end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Um, Stay tuned for more Scratch tutorials like this on my channel. And of course, subscribe to my channel and ring that bell so you don't miss on any of the uploads that I upload to my channel. And also, please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, comment on videos, do all those stuff. And yeah, see you. Bye bye.